Hi, Page Clubbers. We are on to February, page kit number 2. You guys know the drill. We're going to measure, we're going to cut, we're going to do a third, maybe a fourth page, and I hope you like it. Okay, let's get all this stuff out of the way. So here we go. Let me get organized here. There we go. Looking better. Now you can see me. All right, so you got this cute little kit for being in the club. Here's our 3 pages. Got 2 pre-printed, 1 to cut apart. I'm going to use a page of beige and a page of Island Waters for my 3rd page. And here's our sticker sheet. First things first, let's measure. So I'm going to measure these pieces. And let's see, what should we measure first? Let's measure this big piece. This is 9 by 12. I always do this because then I have some inspiration for another layout using different papers. This one is 4 by 12. And then this piece is 7 by 12. And then we'll measure our cut aparts. We have 2 sheets that are 6 by 8. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 by 9. No, that's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 3/4. 8 3/4 by 6. And then these pieces are 1 inch, except for the bottom one, it's 1 1/4 inches. So 1 inch by 6, 1 inch by 6, 1 1/4 inches by 6. All right, so now we're ready to make a page with different papers. Set that aside, set my ruler aside, get my trimmer out. Pretty simple as usual. One tip that I don't think I've shared enough is we do have these fun little site guides, site pieces on either side of your housing that show you exactly where you're going to cut if you want to make sure you're in the right spot. And I'm actually just going to stack these and cut them all at the same time since all the cuts are the same. And we'll turn them over when we're done and make sure they all look right. But these are inch pieces. Perfect. And then I like to turn them over and just make sure you can't see any colors that aren't supposed to be there. Like the bottoms of these. They kind of need trimmed a little. So I'll just trim a little bit off of these bottoms because I can see a little of that lighter teal color. And then these, oh shoot, I was going to do something totally different and I just messed it up. I was going to punch all these with the Border Maker cartridge, so that's unfortunate. Darn it. I'm still going to try and do it though. So I was going to use the Scalloped Heart. It's one of my favorites. So my tip for you is before you cut any of it, punch the bottom, which would be this blue part. Punch the bottom, then punch and cut this off. Punch the bottom, cut this off, then punch the bottom again and cut the entire green sheet off, like both, because it's like this, remember? Cut that off completely, punch the other side, and then cut it in half. That's what I was going to do, and I completely forgot because that was my plan last night. So if you're following along and you already cut yours, I'm just going to fill the hole here with my paper and punch. And I'm going to do that again. And hopefully that was the goal. And then you have all these fun little hearts too. So save those in case you want to use some hearts to sprinkle. And I'm going to go ahead and try and punch all these this way. Would have been much easier if I'd done it the way I originally planned. But that's what I get for planning before I sleep and then waking up and forgetting all about it. So again, I'm just filling that hole up. And then I squeeze just enough to hold my paper there and then turn it over to punch it, because you don't want all those little pieces getting caught in your punch and jamming it up. So I'm filling that hole up, squeezing just a little, and then punching. And it probably would have been faster to do it the way I originally planned. So hopefully you weren't following along and you didn't cut, and you can do it the other way. I just love how these kits have helped me stay caught up in my scrapbooks lately. I'm actually going to do, the very first thing we did in February was we had a Super Bowl party, and my granddaughter was here and we had some other cute little girls. So I'm going to do, my third page is going to be a page of them because I think it'll fit. And I'm going to save some of these hearts. I'm not going to save all of them, just a few, and I'm going to throw the rest away. All right, now the other thing I was going to do was I was going to cut the sides of our big mats here with the scallop blade because it would match my scallop hearts. So since I didn't do that from the beginning, I'm just going to stack them and cut a little tiny piece off of each side. Just like that. Just like that. Again, if you didn't follow along and didn't already cut, go ahead and do this as you're cutting. And one tip with the scallop blade, you can't hardly see it anymore, which I'll fix. But as soon as I find my Sharpie. What I did was I drew on here which way my scallops were so that I knew which way to put it in the cartridge when I wanted to get the different shapes, because scallop is the only one that has, it cuts two different shapes, right? There's a scallop and then there's a opposite scallop, the negative of the scallop. And I didn't want to be shocked when I put it in here and got the wrong shape. So if I put it in this way, I get this nice scallop. If I put it in this way, I get the negative of the scallop. A little, I don't know. You know what I'm saying. So there's my tip with the scallop blade. And then always put them all away so you're not shocked. Well, number one, you won't lose them. But I like to put my straight blade back in there so that I'm not shocked when I go to use it again and it's not straight. And then put this away so you don't lose it. Those are my tips. Okay, so we got all our pieces cut. Now we can start building. I think these go like this. Yes. Yes, they do. All right, I'm going to lay these scallop pieces down first. And they go just on the inside. I'm going to scoot them over a little bit so you can see that scallop though. Ooh, this one's not as good. It'll be fine. Nobody'll know. Nobody'll ever know. I'm just lining them up so that they're the same. Then we have some fun stickers, of course. Let's see. Looks like they cut these in half. Oh, they already are cut in half. And they go on top and bottom of this gray sheet. But the bottom piece does have one of those scallop pieces first. So let's put the blue pieces on. And they go on the bottom of the gray. Just like so. And some more of these. Isn't that handy that they already cut them? Love that. Now I don't have to measure. Let's make sure our hearts are facing the right direction. And then these pieces go on this bottom piece. And I'm just going to leave a little margin on the top of my hearts. Ugh. Let's get my multi-purpose tool to lift this piece up. Great, perfect. And we didn't really do anything for Super Bowl, or I mean for Valentine's Day, so I might use this for Super Bowl and then do another page of just those cute little girls that we had. Finding hearts everywhere. All right, what do we have next? I did not print pictures, sorry. So there's a 4x6 picture here, some 5.5 by 4s right here, and another 4x6 here. So we got all the pieces done. We just need to do our embellishing. Better get some foam squares out. Looks like we used a couple hearts up here. And it was Good Times Together, so I think it'll fit. I do have this new anti-stick powder, which I haven't figured out how to use yet. I probably should have read directions. I think there's an inner little plastic piece inside of here that you want to take out first. These are on the website and they just help you. So I'm just going to sprinkle it on this, or not sprinkle, dab it on, and it's basically baby powder probably, or some kind of powder. But it just gets the sticky off so that when you put a foam square on, it won't stick back down to your page. Pretty handy tool. And that's the first time I've used it, and I am hooked. Love it. All right, next we have this little love this. I'm going to put a, oh, let's use the anti-stick again. You could also just, you know, put it on your clothes to get the sticky off, but that's pretty handy. And then you don't have to use as many foam squares to keep it from laying back down. I like. This goes down here with another heart. And there's a us. Which is supposed to go on the picture. I'm going to do a couple though. Just like that. And then we have 100% lovable over here with some more hearts and the camera. I'm totally copying because that's my jam. I like to do that. And then some balloons up in this corner. And I think that's it. So cute. Okay, there's those pages. So I'll probably put my Super Bowl pictures on here. And I might find some football embellishments that I have to throw on. Who knows? You never know. Then on this last page, what I thought I might do is find another page sketch. Like this one perhaps, except for I don't have any printed papers. But I might just copy one that I like. For instance, this one. That one might be cute. So we'll just copy it real quick. Somewhat. So the first thing I want to do is cut a frame, and I'm going to cut it out of this. And I've shown you guys this before, but I'll show it again. It's very easy to cut a frame. Your blade is where this white line is, and that's exactly 1 inch from each side of your housing. So if you can see the number 2 right here on this ruler, on this silver ruler, that means your blade is at the number 1. And I want to keep my housing from going past that number 1. So I'm going to put a binder clip there, and then the same thing down here. If you can see 12 on the silver ruler, that means my blade is at the 11, and I want to keep my blade from going past the 11, so I'm putting a binder clip there as well. And then what I'm going to do is line my paper up at 1 and cut and rotate, line it up at 1 and cut, and just keep doing that until you go all the way around your cardstock, just like so. And you have a frame. Sometimes you get a little piece that you need to fix, like this one. I didn't cut all the way through. Usually that doesn't happen as long as you push appropriate pressure the whole way through your cut, which evidently I did not do. There's your frame. Okay? And then what I want to do, just going to tape this guy down. It's not going to be exact because I don't have all the papers planned that I should have probably, but it'll look cute. Oh, I forgot a bunch more pieces of paper. There we go. Perfect. And then I do have some more of this, but I think I'm going to make some photo mats out of this beige. What did I do with it? Oh, I taped it to the wrong piece. We don't want it on there. We want it on this. This will look much better. And like I said, I'm just going to put some pictures of those cute little girls that were at my Super Bowl party on this page. Okay, so then we need two 4x4s. Get rid of my binder clips now. So the other cool thing on your sheet here, it tells you what colors match your, collect your little kit. So you can add two if you want, like I'm doing. I'm going to use these two 4x4s. And then we need a 4x6, and I'm actually going to cut that out of the turquoise or the Island Waters. 4x6. And it's going to go right there. So it's not exact, but it looks pretty good. I wish I had a border to go across there, but I don't have any paper set aside that would match. So we're just going to go with it. So I'm going to tape these down, and then we'll decorate, and then I got to go back and finish something on the first two that I forgot. So let's see. I love these stickers, these besties. That's what I was looking for. This is the goal here. And I figured I could make a little cluster of maybe all these hearts for a little title block. Actually, I'm going to put this one down here. I want to use foam squares. I'm going to use my little I just love that. So handy. Foam squares. Besties. I don't really want to use this coffee. There's some cookies, but it doesn't really go with what I got. And I don't really like this flower pot either, but I am going to use these hearts. That's cute. Okay, I've used all the hearts that I wanted to. Love it. So that'll be really cute with them. And then back on this page, we forgot something. These pieces go on top and bottom of this blue sheet. So it's supposed to go like this, I guess. I use the tool again. Pick this up a little. There we go. Just a little more color on there. And I probably totally could have used these pieces on the other page, but it's fine. It looks good. All right, I hope you liked that. We should be getting March soon, so keep an eye on that for an invoice. And yeah, hope you're enjoying the page club. I love it. Like I said, it's really helped me keep caught up with my scrapbooks. And I did save these hearts over here, so after I get my pictures printed, maybe I'll add some more hearts. But there you go.